We got to figure out which one of these buttons makes it. Oh, I think we're going already. Hey guys, welcome to the Artistic Biker Live. We're going to do an angelfish tonight. It's specifically a queen angelfish. It's got a little growth on the top of its head, makes it look like it's got a little blue crown on. Here, I'll show you. It's a gorgeous little thing, all bright blues and yellows. So that we're going to do one of those tonight, and you know, we're just going to chit chat because that's what we do. So let's turn the page and get started. Woo! It is. Oh, my camera's already making lines and stuff. It is. It's just that camera. It is. Is it Thursday night? It is Thursday night. Welcome to Thursday night, everybody. I need to tape off the edges real quick. I don't have to tape the edges off. I just like the look of it. You know, there are kids that can solve a Rubik's Cube in like 7.5 seconds, and I can't find the edge of this tape. Welcome to Thursday nights. On Thursday nights, I like to just gather with my besties and chat about the week, whatever's going on in people's lives. Like Ivy. Ivy's in the chat. She just had kittens. Well, not her personally, but one of her cats just had kittens. And then unfortunately, she just had to put one of her kittens down, one of her feral cats down. And I'm sorry for your loss. I saw your post, and I'm sorry for your loss. I know that's hard to do, but I like to chit chat with people about what's going on around the world, art-wise and fun-wise, and good news, and the occasional bad news. And sometimes it can't be helped. Ivy says she's going to be painting along with me. Will you be painting an angelfish also? I'm sure your coloring books have angelfish. Are you painting or coloring? Painting along in the coloring book. And Mama Cat has moved her kittens. Did she move them away from you, or did she move them? My mother's cat always would move them to my room, and then would have them in my mother's. I'm sorry, she would have them in my closet and then abandon them so that I would have to mother them. My mom is not here this evening. She is uber grannying. She is shuttling my daughter back and forth from the art gallery at the local community college, because my daughter is helping set up an art show there. And so we're without a producer. My dad's in the chat though. We're without a producer tonight, at least for a little while. She'll be here later. She may be here now watching on her phone while she drives. That wouldn't shock me. She's my biggest fan. Her and my dad both. So it wouldn't shock me to find out that she's watching from her phone, or that she at least has me pulled up on her phone while she drives. But I hope everybody's having a great day. Oh yeah, my mom loves being the uber granny too. It keeps her heavily engaged in the kids' lives. Especially that boy child, because he's still in high school. You know, I never thought I probably should have used a blue pencil. Oh well. I didn't. Try to obscure as much of this as possible. I know, Dad. I think I hear her outside dropping girl two off. I think I either hear her or I hear the boy's girlfriend. The boy's girlfriend drives a vehicle that I can hear throughout the house. You know how those Eagle Scouts are all hoodlums. Well, one of the girl Eagle Scouts is absconded with my boy. But somebody has come in the house just now. It sounds like high heels. It's my daughter. I ran out there and unlocked the door just for you.
For realsies?
Yeah. I was sitting here. They can attest. They can attest. I was sitting here and I was drawing, and I said, "Oh, they're home," and I ran out there and I opened the door for you.
Oh, thank you. Glad it wasn't some crazy person.
Well,
crazier.
I mean, that's just because it's you doesn't mean it's not a crazy person. It's just the crazy that I know. I know you were getting your gallery set up.
Today was the show, so I was looking. They like me. They really like me.
And they really like you.
Mm-hmm.
Did they hire you?
They're waiting to get the permission to post the thing, but like the guy knows, they know. They're all like, "You." I was like, "Okay."
That's a good thing.
I know. I'm very excited.
You should be.
This is the job I wanted when I applied at the school the first time.
I understand.
She wasn't a position.
She may have a job at the gallery at her campus, which would give her access to the ceramics room.
No, that it won't give me access to, but I would love if it did.
Do. She's my daughter. If you don't know, my daughter is a ceramicist. Let me see your little. She's, if you aren't familiar, my daughter is a ceramicist. She does little ceramic sculptures like this. She does bigger ones too, but
that's just pocket size.
That's just what's in the room. It's funny that it's anatomy.
I have a STEM degree. I use it.
And a dad who's a biologist.
44, that's me.
Where'd you find that ball?
On the floor.
Oh shit. Excuse me. Oh poop. It probably goes in that egg.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it goes in that egg. I said a potty word. I didn't mean to say a potty word. I'm sorry to all the little children that are watching. Now, there's children out there that watch with their parents. I shouldn't cuss around you. You're just a little girl. You're just a little girl. Hush up with your almost 21 nonsense. Ivy says another week or two and we'll be able to art out by the campfire. Yeah, it's in the 70s there, you said. She's got ice cream. Spring cleanup has officially begun. Ivy says it's good that there's no sneaking out because Junior's girlfriend's car's too loud.
There's no escaping.
There's no sneaking out.
No, and we have Life 360. You cannot escape me.
Yeah, we have stalking apps on our phones.
And there's a way to stalk his device on Android. He is not escaping me.
Okay. I think that if I add too much more pencil, I'm going to confuse myself, so I'm moving to watercolor. I'm so easily confused by this stuff. Hush. Let's start with some shading. That's my favorite part.
It is?
It's my absolute favorite part. Pamela says, "Good evening, arties."
Hello.
They like your art.
Oh, thanks.
There was talk about us, the two of us, because I have a subscription to a membership to the neighborhood market group. We can get a booth at the art fairs inexpensively, and there was talk about us sharing a booth at the art fair.
I don't know how many people want to buy ceramic bugs.
Who cares? We'll spend some time together and have a good day.
That I can get behind. I'm just watching.
Okay. I'm just going to paint for a minute here. Can't talk, Artie.
I already did once.
Did you now? How'd that turn out?
Pretty good.
You should do more of it then.
I should. I wanted to earlier today. I had the motivation and everything.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I have a presentation I have to get done, and I had to do my responsibilities.
Sometimes you can't do the things you want to do because you're busy doing the things you have to do.
It's terrible. Who chose to do this? And then I had to leave. I didn't have to leave. I was excited to leave. I like the gallery. She needs attention. I'll be back.
Okay. She may not be the only one that needs attention. I may need attention. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now then, let me dry this, and we'll start adding some color to it. The lighting's weird on our fish, on our image. The lighting is weird, so I'm kind of having to imagine the shading. But anyway, let me dry this real quick. One of the tools that I use to manage my videos is vidIQ. And one of the things that vidIQ offers is a video analysis. It uses AI to analyze your videos. And the AI said that my It was the NASA. I did the one where I did the NASA spacesuit, the ACES spacesuit, and I had the AI analyze it, and the AI said that I didn't have enough B-roll, I didn't show enough NASA footage, and they spent too much time focused on the drawing. And I'm like, that was the whole point of the video, was the drawing. The AI completely missed the point of the video. But the best part was when it said, and then the sudden little man moving around had no context to the drawing or the NASA spacesuit. Talking about my little dancing scene there when I dry paint. And I'm like, okay, the AI does not get it. I thought that was hilarious. Did you show that crocheted frog to your daughter? I absolutely did, Pamela. I absolutely showed that crocheted frog to her. I think that's a cute little crocheted frog. But the AI does not understand the purpose of the show. Not even a little bit. There, now Ivy can breathe because I did the yellow first. You'd be amazed on the shorts and stuff that I post. Hi, Alea. Bowle. Hi, Alea. You'd be amazed how many people pop into my stream, pop into my shorts, just to say, man, what was that little man dancing all about? That was out of the blue. That was unexpected. What was that all about? I'm just excited and think it's funny. You'd be amazed how many people pop in just to say that was unexpected. Let me get these bluest blues first. Then we'll worry about where the blue crosses over the yellow. But I do think it's funny how many people on TikTok and YouTube on the shorts, man, kind of wasn't expecting a little man dancing. Kind of caught me off guard with that. Have to be careful. I'm going to lose track of my pencil lines, and that is real easy to do. All right, let's change to a smaller brush. Not quite that one yet. Let's go to this one. Because, one, I want to go more with this teal color over the eyelids. And Mom. Hi, Mama.
Hey,
Did you make it home safe?
I did.
That's good.
I've made that 2 round trips today, that place.
I'm surprised you don't let her drive.
Huh?
Surprised you don't make her drive.
Well, I should have, but each time we were kind of in a hurry.
Yeah.
Alright. Here.
We have Pamela, and we have Ivy, and we have Alea on the vertical. We have Dad. I don't think we have anybody else chatting.
Alright.
We're going to have to work to build this up because this is going to be a lot of fine cross hatching. And I don't like to do fine work. I like to do general work. So it may just be essence of angelfish. We may very well end up with just essence of angelfish tonight. And that's okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm going to put some of this green in. I'm going to let it set up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to come back with some water and let it blend into the surrounding colors. Just a little bit. Just blend in just a little bit, or just set up just a little bit. That way.
Is this a specific species of the angelfish, or is it angelfish?
It's called a queen angelfish.
Oh.
It's called a queen angelfish because of this little growth on its head. You can't see the growth on its head right now.
Like it has a tiara.
Like it has a little tiara on it, yeah. But we can probably work on that. We can put some darker blue. Dits there. Like so. We're about done with all the base colors. We might come back with a smaller brush to get some of the more specific colors. I'm going to get just a little bit of vermilion here because Pamela's watching. Well, tell you what we're going to have to do first is we're going to have to make sure that that vermilion does not bleed out into that green and yellow.
heard you talking to that young daughter of yours.
She's walking in now.
What?
She's walking.
Hello.
She's walking in right now.
Oh. I haven't seen her in forever.
I
It's been
know.
ages. I miss you.
Yes, ma'am.
Where are the keys for chance?
And they're in my pants pocket on the by the dryer.
Okay.
Where are you going?
We have to pick up the baby when mommy gets
Why?
home. Listen, I don't get the details. I just get told.
Isn't he with
Yeah.
Eagleette?
Eagleette.
Listen, I don't know. I was just told we're picking him up.
You don't think that's a good online name for her, Eagleette?
Fish. But I'm an eaglet.
You are an eaglet.
Here's Diablo girl.
Hi, Diablo girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me dry this real quick so these paints don't will quit mixing on me. And get the inside of that mouth real quick. The inside of that mouth is kind of a pink color. What's wrong with you?
Do you know what happened to my CDs that were in the car?
What? No. Where would they be?
Okay.
No, I don't mess with the CDs.
Okay.
Look in the glove box.
I think I did, but I will check again.
Surprise. I'm going to dry this real quick. Ah! Rick said, good evening, oh watercolor instructor extraordinaire. Look, I'm not teaching y'all nothing. I'm here to have fun. If you guys learn something watching my show, I assure you it's purely coincidental. I'm here. What's that?
Did you think I wasn't coming? He said, did you think I wasn't coming?
You know, we started early just to kind of confuse you.
And then he says, no such luck. And Pamela, did you have a clean towel? Did I miss that?
Yeah, it's right there.
Wow.
Right? Do. Do. Can't talk, Harding.
That's how I was coming home. Can't drive, Harding.
Can't drive, Harding. This is real easy to overwork. You okay?
I found them.
Okay, good.
It was by Reek.
This is real easy to overwork. This is real easy to get lost in, and it's real easy to lose track of what colors I've already done and what colors I want to do next. And my biggest problem is I want to ink it.
No, don't do it.
I know, right? That is my biggest problem. Is I'm ready to ink it, but we don't ink this one. We ink the next one.
Why don't you?
Well, because the point is to try and develop my watercolor skills.
Ivy says can't type art.
Can't type arting.
Yeah. Rick says, but the color is cool. The more color, the better.
And it's important to get the colors on there, but if I put too many colors on there, you won't be able to tell the structures. Like this fin is already kind of lost because it's flat against his body, her body, its body. This fin is already kind of lost, and so I want to make sure that the structures are separated and visible, but at the same time, I don't want it so pinpoint accurate. So what? At the same time, I'm not trying to I have a photograph. I don't need to make an exact replica of the photograph. There's no reason to make an exact replica of the photograph. I already have a photograph. I'm probably going to come back with some gouache. To add some of those highlights back in. But yeah, I assure you, if you learn anything from watching me, it's purely accidentally. Purely accidentally. What'd you said?
I don't know. I learned nothing.
And it was an accidental though.
No, it wasn't. I accidentally went to the wall.
That's because I was tired of carrying you. Listen, you were the third child. Yeah, I don't think your brother got carried at all.
I still carry him.
He's only 16. He can't walk yet.
His little feet don't reach the ground.
He can't walk yet.
Goal is to keep not
That was my goal. I was so shocked at how fast it came too.
You don't pick me up.
I don't care. Pick him up either. I no longer pick him up either.
What if I'm tired and we're at the zoo? I'm expecting to just walk anyway, so you're not gonna come in a stroller and knock me? You didn't bring a wagon?
We broke the last wagon we pulled you in.
I thought it was stolen.
That wagon was stolen, but that was not the last one we pulled you in. Yeah, we had one that was plastic, with plastic wheels.
Well,
The little metal flyer one was stolen.
Yeah, but that got stolen closer to when we were moving, because we would take that to Dunn's.
Yeah.
A little red flyer one.
Yeah, we had a little red flyer one that was stolen from our backyard. We had to we bought a new one, and I think that's the one you have.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't remember stealing the wagon.
No, no, but there was one stolen from our house.
You can't beat a red flyer.
Nope, I agree. Okay, we're going to move to the background. Down here, I'm going to put some blots for dark rocks. But I don't want the whole thing to be dark.
She's got a little attitude.
She does. The
I was
fish.
like,
Fish.
But then on
Yeah.
the other side, we're going to go with some. I'm going to start with some burnt umber and Payne's gray, and add in some blots, just to break it up. We'll bring some of that down over here. And I'm going to take just a little bit of this back up over there so that it looks like it's the same place. Like that. And now, what I'm going to do, if I've done this right, I'm just going to start spreading that around. I don't want to mix it, but I want it to run up against these other objects. Well, that was nice.
did it mix?
Oh, I just splashed a whole lot of water on it. Not just yet. I think I'm gonna make it work. We're gonna have to dull that down. I can already tell. We'll come back over that with some darker blue or something later, so it detracts, so it doesn't, the bright red doesn't detract from the fish. I do have a guard dog over there. That's what her job is. Actually, she's a sled dog. Her job is not at all to guard or bark or do anything like that. Huh? She's an emotional support dog. She's a sled dog. Her breed, believe it or not, I learned on the show. She's a husky. This dog is a husky German Shepherd mix. And the German Shepherd part of her wants to be a guard dog. And the husky part of her wants to pull sleds.
Kitty?
Yeah.
She barks and then sits outside when it's cold and refuses to come inside.
Yeah.
That is her.
But the breed of dog is not the husky part of her is not actually bred for guarding anything.
she needs a battery operated hair dryer.
They do actually.
Everyone kids are annoying. I can blow cold air in the face and then walk away. And no one will believe them.
No one.
Why are you telling me?
Maybe. I'm trying to hit these lines just right. And I can't work, for some reason, I can't work my mouth and the brush at the same time.
That's why you have me come up and then I yep.
Used to, you don't talk to us anymore. I'm going to dry this and then I'm going to hit it with some more color. Now, I think if I have to really think about how I want to do this, because I need it to contrast that blue. And that would have been orange. And so that vermilion was a good start. So maybe if I took that vermilion and some yellow ochre, we may have a sighting of my beautiful young bride coming up. I'm excited. Yeah. See if they found my stash of sweet potato chips with sea salt that I just got in the mail today.
I found the guacamole at Walmart
It's good stuff.
in the little end of the packet.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I want the fish to be the brightest thing on the page. And if you want something to be bright, you have to make everything around it dark. So I want the fish to be the brightest thing on the page. Let me dry that and let's see what happens. My wife came in and kissed me and told me she likes those chips. That makes me happy that she kissed me. I started turning the camera on it, but then I thought she might get frisky. Can't let that happen. Okay. I think I am going to abandon this. It's what I think is going to happen because I really just want to ink it.
Pamela says she's going to put indigo around hers. The picture she's using looks black. She didn't want to use black.
Yeah, I'm using Payne's Gray. But you've got to be careful because that too much of that kind of stuff will muddy it. You have to be real careful about that.
321 days I spent the better half of the year just holding your space. I've got all the lights hanging up you can see from the street, but if you're not coming over you can light up my dreams. Every snowfall reminds me to call, 'cause I know if you're not here then it's not Christmas at all. But this
All right.
year, oh, I believe you're coming back to me.
Like I said, I think I'm going to abandon it.
When the snow's coming down, the song you sing.
This in the photograph is almost pure black, and I think if I went pure black with it, it just seems like it's too. It just seems like it would be too dark. But let's see what happens.
Pamela says, by the way, I learned a lot from watching you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Feel like Christmas every day of the year, but I can't feel it by myself. Only works if you're here. And a little bit of magic and a little faith can make every storm that's ever come just fade away. Now every front door reminds me of you, all decorated, anticipating good news. I've got one Christmas wish, top of my Christmas list, to be your angel when the snow's coming.
In the results of the morning shows, I have lots of questions about this.
Ask away. Between me and Rick and Pamela and Ivy and Adele and Leia, somebody's bound to know the answers. Plus, you all have Google access.
Do they? Are their teeth sharp?
I don't think they have teeth.
They don't have.
I think they have a beak with odontoid protrusions. But I could be wrong. I didn't
Are
research.
they freshwater?
I didn't research. No. This is a saltwater fish.
Okay.
You can
I
tell.
kind of thought
You can tell that because
vibrant colors.
yeah, you can tell that because it's bright colors.
Yeah, that's what it is. Bright colors.
I'm cheating. This is like inking it. How many times have I said that I was going to walk away from it now that I was going to abandon it? Have I said it enough times yet? But I'm about to. You can only do this so much before it becomes dull. And I think what we'll do, I think what this needs first is some highlights.
Rick says nobody believes you now.
Right? But the question is did you really believe me before? Oh, that's way too much. Did you really believe me before? That's the real question. And then, what I think we ought to do is break that black up a little.
I haven't seen you do it in a long time.
What's that?
Tap your brush.
I did it last week.
I didn't see you do that. Why is my screen flickering with lines through it?
I was doing that earlier too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is that OBS?
Something. I may just need more RAM. Now let's have some fun. Did I mention that I was going to stop? Isn't that what I said, is that I was going to stop? I don't know what I was thinking. All right. And now we can come through here. That.
Grandma says you're on the road.
My wife would freak out.
There's Shelly on the vertical.
Hi, Shelly. My poor young bride. She goes crazy when I do this kind of stuff. She's like, "What's wrong with you, man? Those colors aren't even in the picture." Sure they are.
Damn right there.
Sure they are.
That says OCD.
Okay. I really should stop. I really should. But I just keep having these ideas. And I like them. We're done. We're done.
Grandma says you don't need no stinking pictures.
Yeah.
Rick said somebody stop me.
Somebody stop me.
Just walk away.
All right. I'm doing it. I'm walking away right now. Right now. And that is just not anywhere near dark enough. You can't even see that. Ah! Nothing to see here, folks. There we go. There we go. I'm calling it. I could keep fussing with it. Let me dry it, and then we'll peel the tape off of it. I want to ink it. I think my struggle, Rick says, do you see yourself in the rearview mirror yet? Like you've gone way past where you should have stopped. I think my struggle with this is that my paints are too muted. I want this to be vibrant colors, and I'm just not getting the vibrancy. I may have to get a vibrant, if I'm going to continue to paint tropical fish, I may have to get a vibrant palette. It works great for ink and wash. But when I want to do something really vibrant, sometimes, like the ibis turned out really great. I think the ibis was really colorful. That's mostly vermilion and scarlet. Maybe I should paint some more vibrant stuff to get used to my blues and see if I can figure out. And it would also help if I reloaded my palette with paint. I'm having to scrub in to get remnants of paint. So there is that one. Dun, dun, dun. So there's our first angelfish. Queen. It's a queen's angelfish. Rick says, call it a fish. I'll agree. I'm calling this a fish. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take about a 5-minute break. Go freshen up my coffee. Leave my microphone here so that I can use the little boy's room without anybody hearing me. And we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. Everybody go get some more rum or coffee or both. And we'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Oh, and we're going to do what's on your easel. Yeah. Wish my wife was here. She always knows where my glasses are. that I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember a time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Edition of the Artistic Biker live from Oasis Studios. How's everybody doing? You can tell there's chaos here. I tell you what, this has been a crazy day. I've had the day off, which always makes me weird because we have the Rock Island Arts Festival going on, and it's not started yet. Today we were setting up. Wow, yes. The Artistic Biker, a proven defense against the zombie apocalypse. I hope you know that this has nothing to do with you. It's personal, myself and I. We've got some straightening out to do, and I'm gonna miss you like a child misses that blanket, but I've got to get a move on with my life. It's time to be a big girl now, and big girls don't cry. Is your own imagination, so use it, that's what it's for, that's what it's for. Go inside, all you find is inspiration. Your dreams will open the door, open up your, it makes no difference if you're black or white, if you're a boy or a girl. If the music's pumping, it will give you new life. You're a superstar, yes, that's what you are, you know it. Come on, Vogue. Let your body move to the music. Hey, 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 come on, Vogue. Let your body go with the flow. You know you can do it. Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. When Johnny finished, the devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. He laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, just come on back, devil, if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best there's ever been. He played Fire in the Mountain, Run, Boys, Run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken and bread back, peanut dough. Granny does talk about no child, no. dinosaurs? You got dinosaurs?
There's only one dinosaur. This is a turtle.
What's a turtle? What is that?
A penguin.
Penguin. Oh, that's not a dinosaur. I see it. And then we have, what is this? A flower.
A flower and a square. Dad, can you move this? And you have to trace it over and then like.
Oh, I see. Okay, this goes in here like this.
And then you put this in to squeeze the Play-Doh out.
Oh. So then we could take a big lump of Play-Doh like this.
I can put it a little bit in.
Stick it in there like that.
And then squeeze it out.
And squeeze it out.
And then make a moon.
Like a big moon syringe.
And then you just cut it off. See? And then you just cut it off because you don't want it to stick all over the place. Now I have to cut it.
Okay.
Because you don't want it to be long to mess up your Play-Doh. There you go.
And then you have to be sure and get it out every time.
You have to get that out.
Why?
So it can't be dirty and dry out the Play-Doh.
So it won't be dirty and dry out the coat.
Hey, I need to put
I just want to make
another moon.
Yeah.
I want to make a circle or a star. And you have to squish it so it can go in there, or you can like fold it where there's. When you see hair, you have to fold it so your mothers can't see it.
She's 20 now. All right, let's see here. Let's do what's on your easel. Let's stop that. And let's go to the phone. And going to go black here for just a second while I go here and click refresh so that you can see my phone. Don't panic. Okay, so we'll start with Ivy sent one earlier. This appears to be Lands of Yucana. It's a map of some kind. That it looks like she has colored in. With coffee. Did you do this whole thing with coffee? What'd you use for the blue? I see the coffee mug down here in the bottom corner. What'd you use for the blue? So that was one of Ivy's watercolors.
Yeah, watercolors.
And then Pamela sent I probably should have downloaded these in advance. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we go through here and click save all the attachments and come back to it. Let's just see what happens. We'll try and come back to it. It's not wanting to load that quickly. Kind of like Ivy sent whip for an angelfish. But I saw Ivy sent that to my so she posted that to YouTube. So we'll go look at that on YouTube. And then I thought I had something from Rick. I would have swore I had something from Rick. Let's see. Oh, and it failed to download it. Pamela, I'm sorry. It failed to download. Still failing to download because we're live. I won't make that mistake again. I will promise I won't make that mistake again. But it is absolutely failing to download every image. It is failing to download every image. And I probably just lost my streamer. Nope. Okay, good. Because I refreshed my connection. Yeah, Pamela, I'm sorry. I won't make this mistake again. I will download them all, and I will have them all ready for next week because it's absolutely failing every time. And here is the angelfish that Ivy's coloring in. She's watercoloring. And we're getting close to 2,000 people, 2,000 followers. And I said a year ago that if I got to 2,000 followers, I was going to create reconnecting. I said if I got to 2,000 followers, I was going to create Hawaiian shirts with my artwork. And so my first sample is on its way so that I will be able to try it out before I put them up for sale. Yeah, Ivy, my phone is it doesn't like to talk to my mom and download stuff at the same time. And then the other thing that I was going to show you, and this I did this with Ivy's help. So this is a coloring page I made by uploading one of my drawings and cleaning it up, and then having Gemini help me do the lettering and stuff. And I thought that I might be able to put those together in a coloring book. That if you watch the morning show, you know that's the Malayan leaf frog. And it's got a little game in it. Find these 9 bugs. Ladybug, beetle, grasshopper. You can see there's the ants, there's the ladybug, there's a grasshopper. But I thought I might have some fun with that and make those available for people to download. But that's what was on my easel. That's what was on your easel, and you saw it wouldn't download Ivy's and it wouldn't download yours. It got the other one because I did it earlier today, but it's not getting any of these. So I am sorry. I will make a point to download them in advance from now on. But that's disappointing because you're working on the herbs and I wanted to see how your herbs were coming along. Anyway, that's what was on your easel. That's what was on my easel. If you would like to be a part of what's on your easel, simply send an email to blade@artisticbiker.com and with the subject line easel, and we'll use your works to inspire other people, because that's what this whole show is about, is inspiring people to do stuff, and to express their creativity. I'm frustrated because I wanted to see Pamela's herbs. I'll download them. I'll download them and share them another way. But that is very frustrating for me. Anyway, let's get this other fish going. Let's get this other fish going. This is when we go back to my inking process that I'm used to. My illustration process that I like so much. I wanted to see those herbs. I'm mad. All right, let's start with blocking in the space that we're going to work in. da. Oh. There we go. Put that back in view for the vertical people. And let's get this other fish going. I thought Rick had sent something also. I missed Rick's altogether. I don't know what happened. Mom, are you still on the phone? Mother, you've muted me.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. She mutes me.
Sometimes I have visitors.
Who knows how much she was saying to me while I was muted.
You never know. I do have a tendency to forget that.
Me too.
I was really just sitting here thinking about, you're talking about artwork, but with my quilts, you always gravitate toward a black background. The stitching between the blocks, or around the edges or whatever, because it makes all your other colors pop.
Right.
But since we've been doing this, I have ventured out and used other colors. It's taken me some getting used to.
Have you tried using vermilion?
No.
You don't know what you're missing.
I probably don't. But I don't use a lot in the red family, period.
Did you look up whether or not these things have teeth?
No.
Oh. You don't have to. You just asked the question, and I was wondering if you ever got an answer.
Yes, they do.
Wow, okay. See, I didn't know that.
They possess small brush-like teeth that are primarily used for grazing on sponges and other food sources.
Had no idea.
They're not sharp. They're adapted for scraping and crushing. Interesting.
Pamela agrees with me. Vermilion was something you should reach out. You should branch out onto with your quilts.
Does it bleed?
Vermilion? Nothing bleeds anymore, Mom. This is the 21st century. You're thinking of
that's not true.
You're thinking of that old. You're thinking of those old inks from the late 1900s. That stuff doesn't happen anymore.
That's not true. I can tell you. You can make a red, white, and black quilt, and that red it'll end up being red, pink, and black.
Yeah, but you're still using stuff. Yeah, that's probably material you bought from the late 1900s.
Don't pick at me. It's just like red in any medium. It takes forever to dry. Well, this would fade.
I want you to think about Moon Pie or Fred or Unique with Chantier LaFontaine talking to their grandkids about how we were born in the late 1900s.
You know,
You were born in the mid 1900s. The way
you know,
we talk about Fred being born in 1898. My grandpa Fred, not my grandson
think
Fred.
of that. The other boy, the other day, boy 2 and I were having one of our conversations, and he said, you know, it was back in the 1900s. And I'm like, I said, I said, oh, sorry, Granny.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, okay. What do you think about that?
That's hilarious.
If it hadn't been dry, I would have pulled your son of slowly turning my head at.
Slowly I turned, inch by inch. Step by step.
He kind of made it his home.
I just think about how they're going to talk about us.
I know.
Can you believe they got up and went to work every day instead of just phoning it in like we do? Who knows what kind of crazy stuff they're going to see in their lifetime?
Yeah.
That's just fascinating to me.
You know, and going to different planets and everything would be second nature to them.
Hey.
It won't be anything exciting.
Maybe that depends on how successful they are doing it. You know,
But
Challenger in Columbia set the space shuttle program back decades.
oh, yeah, it did. And you know, last week or whenever it was, I was glued to watching the landing of Artemis.
Yeah.
I still am fascinated. I just can't imagine the speed at which they re-entered the Earth's atmosphere. Just everything that goes into it. I'm just fascinated by it.
You know, they talked about, when you were in high school, they talked about people having colonies on the moon by now.
I know. You know, the worst part, I don't know if you watched it or not, but the worst part of the whole deal for me
Yeah.
was when they landed in the ocean.
Yeah.
And then they were in that thing and it kept rocking. I would get so seasick. Seeing that little capsule thing and it just be rocking around. Oh my. Made me seasick to watch it.
We've already been at 10 minutes because my screen's timing out. Okay, we can't see this other fin back here. There are other little fishies back here in the background.
We moved our bird feeder.
How come?
Oh, we wanted it closer to the tree so we could watch it better from the dining room windows. It was, but we're going to have to take out a second mortgage on our house. Just to buy the bird feed. whatever the bird food is that your dad getting,
Yeah.
it sure enough, the squirrels absolutely will not eat it.
Good.
I'm just so happy about that.
Darn those squirrels.
I remind myself tonight of watch those old TV. I don't know what kind of TV shows they are. Kind of like Hee Haw, or it's like, so and so's diner, and they're all sitting around and they're talking and everything. And that old woman comes in and then she throws in some gossip. What I feel like. I'm gonna hush.
Minnie Pearl.
Well, yeah, Minnie Pearl. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna hush though.
What kind of gossip? About you moving your bird feeder?
Well, it's not really related to our angelfish.
What does that have to do with anything? This is not a show about angelfish. This is just Arting with Besties. We're just talking. We talked before you got here. We talked about Ivy's cats. Ivy had kittens.
Are they doing okay?
I don't know. She said the mama moved them.
Oh, little. Did she move them outside?
I don't know. Ivy, did she move them outside? We talk about all kinds of stuff on the Thursday shows. This is not the morning show. This is not about an angelfish. This is about arting with my besties. Ivy said yes. From what she can tell, she moved him outside. From what Ivy can tell, she moved him outside.
Yep, if they have another cold spell, she'll bring them back.
Ivy said it was.
Bring them back so Ivy can tame them.
Ivy said it was 70-something degrees tonight. They may be done with cold spells.
Rick says now we can talk about Minnie Pearl's hat and the price tag on it.
My tank mate, the guy that sits in the cubicle next to me at work, wore a jacket with his tag still stuck on it the other day. Day before yesterday. He didn't know, and I called him Minnie Pearl. And of course, he's in his 20s. He doesn't have any idea who Minnie Pearl is. That made it that much funnier. He has no idea who Minnie Pearl is. He's in his 20s.
Ivy says no, but it's dropping down again to the 60s and 40s.
Yeah, but that's not freezing. That's not freezing. For you guys, that's shorts weather. I probably never told you guys this before, but this is my favorite part of the process. This is the part that turns the whole thing gives the whole thing shape. And I just absolutely love this part of the process.
I read an article somewhere, I don't remember where, that one of the hottest housing markets right now is Ohio.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, because the houses, the cost of the houses are much lower than other places in the United States.
Yeah.
And they have some new employment opportunities. There's been some major companies make $1 million investments in Ohio. And all I could think about was, and it sits right up, some of the cities they were talking about was right on Lake Erie. And I'm like, nope, that freezes. I know about that.
That's where Diva Dave lives.
Is it?
Yeah.
It freezes. Nope. Not doing it.
Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Nope.
Wouldn't be prudent at this time, at this juncture. Okay.
I'm proud to be here. Rick. Howdy.
Howdy. Let's see. Me, you and Pamela, Mom and Dad. Ivy's probably old enough to know who Minnie Pearl is. Ivy makes a lot of the same television references we make on her show, so I don't have any idea. Ivy's like 29 years old. I don't have any idea if she's actually old enough to know who Minnie Pearl is. But she makes a lot of the same television references that we do, so she may very well know who Minnie Pearl is.
She's 54. She'd hope so.
Had no idea. I thought you were 28, 29, like my beautiful young bride. My beautiful young bride's been 29 for, I don't know, 20 some odd years now. Let me dry this real quick. Whee! Alright. I'm going to switch back to my morning colors. And I will use my Thursday night colors. I'll use the college fund colors as I need to. What else is going on? It's been raining here for the last few days. We finally saw a nice sunshiny day, and I couldn't take the motorcycle because I had to get some work done on the truck. So I left work early today to get some work done on the truck. Basically just an oil change and a state inspection. Here in the beautiful state of Texas, we don't have to have state inspections. You don't have to check your brake lights or anything like that, your windshield, nothing has to work. But if you live in a place like Harris County, where Houston is, or Dallas County, or one of the major metropolises, they have requirements that you still have to have an emissions test. We don't care if your brakes work. We don't care if your brake lights work. We don't care if your headlights work. We don't care about any of that stuff. All we care about is whether or not you're making smoke when you drive. And so I had to go get a state emissions test done so that I could get a tag, so that I could get the tag renewed on the car, so that my wife would not be illegal going to the camp out this weekend. She's leaving to go to the camp. She's taking the kids camping with the scouts this weekend. and I wanted to make sure that she wouldn't be illegal, so I had to leave work early today. Otherwise, I would have ridden the motorcycle. It was a beautiful day. I don't think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I may be back on the motorcycle tomorrow.
I did not know that.
Did not know what.
Sarah Ophelia Cawley was Minnie Pearl's real name.
Had no idea.
She was born in 1912 and died at the age of 83 in 1986.
86? She died in 96?
Yeah.
I didn't even know she was dead.
Yeah. I knew she was dead, but I didn't know that was her name.
No, I always thought her name was Pearl. Yep, I sure just thought her name was Pearl. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Now then. Let's see what's going on here. Get some cobalt blue going on around her little crown. This is probably not a female, but it could be. I have no idea. Could easily be. We'll get some cobalt blue going on down around her beak. And over the back of her eyelids. I guess they're not really eyelids. Guess they don't really. Put a little Prussian blue inside her mouth. And then we're going to go with see, her skin is really just a Payne's gray, but I don't really want to go with a Payne's gray. I want to go with kind of a blue, which Payne's gray is kind of a blue, but I want to go with more of a traditional blue.
Rick said Minnie Pearl brought a smile to everyone's face.
Sure enough. We loved watching Hee Haw. You know, I remember I would watch Hee Haw with my grandparents. And then I would go, after Hee Haw, I would go into the other room and I would watch Doctor Who. Grandpa would watch the news. And then I'd go watch Doctor Who in the back room. Grandpa had 2 televisions. Probably just so I could watch something else. That wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me at all to find out that he bought a second television just for me.
I'm quite sure that's how it happened.
He's notorious for doing stuff like that. Notorious for doing stuff like that. It is time to switch to a smaller brush. Okay. Now let's get some of this purple. You art people will call it violet. I'm going to call it purple. So I am one of the unwashed mashes who doesn't really know the difference between purple and violet. And I'm not going to learn.
Lavender and lilac.
What's that?
Lavender and lilac. Light purple.
Yeah, I'm not going to learn. It took enough out of me to learn to say vermilion and not orange.
They watched Rowan and Martin's Laughing first. Later was when he appeared with much the same format with a country flavor to it. No, I'm not telling my age. I bet that means now I'm telling my age.
So I remember watching Laugh In, but not much. And I'm sure that it was syndication. I don't know. When did Laugh In go off the air?
I don't know. We didn't watch it that much. So I don't know.
I remember Carol Burnett more than anything.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Honestly, I remember Carol Burnett more than I remember Hee Haw, because Hee Haw was really just on Saturday nights at Granny and Grandpa's. Did Carol Burnett come on weekly or every night?
It was weekly at that time.
See, but I remember it being way more frequent than that.
Yeah, but you and I especially watched it.
Which is probably why I have such fond memories of it.
You could do that. Because your dad was usually, he went to bed early.
Right.
He was the sensible person. We stayed up half the night.
See, now I'm just like him.
Yeah, we all are now.
My wife gets so mad at me. You're going to bed with the chickens.
One of these days she will too.
I doubt
She's
it.
just not there yet.
I doubt it.
We would get in trouble because we'd get loud.
We still get in trouble for getting loud.
I've been started in 68, ended in 73.
Yeah, so I was 2 when Laugh In ended.
Yeah, and we didn't watch it much, so.
But I've seen Laugh In syndication. Ruth Buzzy, Goldie Hawn. I've seen the Smothers Brothers in syndication. Tommy Smothers and his yo-yo was amazing.
See, I thought Rick Says Hee Haw started in '69 and ended in '97. I thought it started before that because it seems like I remembered watching it at home with my mom and dad.
Well, you did watch it at home with your mom and dad, but it was when you were older.
Yeah. But
because we would go to your mom and dad's every Saturday night.
Weekend. Yeah, every weekend.
Okay. Let's get some of those fish in the background.
My mom's messing with my dog. My dog's barking. I'm calling hers down.
Let me dry this real quick, and then we'll get some background color in, and then we'll ink it. Grandpa Jones never made me want to play the banjo much, but nothing made me want to play guitar more than watching Roy Clark play that guitar. That man could strum that thing like it was nobody's businesses. What was that one song he did? Madrigilla? I think that's the name of it. That was just flipping awesome. Sounded like 5 guitars playing. He played it so well and so fast. Nothing made me want to play guitar so badly. Or rather so much, because I already play guitar pretty badly. Nothing made me want to play guitar so much as watching Roy Clark play guitar. You know, they grew up in an era where there was nothing to do but sit on the front porch and play instruments, read your Bible. You know, when they grew up, there wasn't television. Is either read a book or play guitar, because you got, you know, once it's dark, there's no. They may not have even had electricity in their home when they were young, considering they were in their 40s and the 50s and 60s, growing up in the hill country. There's a really good chance they didn't even have electricity when they were young.
Roy Clark had 2 songs that really set him apart. He did 12th Street Rag and then the Malaguena. How do you say that?
Malaguena. That, however you say that song, he did that on. What comes up in my feed all the time is he played that on. Oh, Jack Klugman and The Odd Couple. He played that. He did a guest appearance on The Odd Couple and played
Yes.
it on The Odd Couple. That comes up in my Facebook feed all the time.
Rick says he looks up stuff like this all the time. Fun to see if he can remember it. Can't, but it's fun to try. And then Pamela's brother went to church with Roy Clark.
Oh yeah?
And Rick said he got to meet a guy that played in a band with Chet Atkins.
What was who was the actor? Who was the musician that played the dad in Gremlins? I can't think of his name. He was also popular at the time.
Rand Peltzer.
No.
That was played by Hoyt Axton.
Hoyt Axton. Is that who you just said? No, you said Chet Atkins. Hoyt Axton is who I'm thinking of. Hoyt Axton was on the was it Austin City Limits? It's either Austin. It had to have been Austin City Limits. He was on Austin City Limits one Saturday night, and I'm watching, and he comes out there with his guitar, and he sits down and breaks a string, and somebody comes out, runs off onto the stage, and hands him a new guitar, and he picks it up and he holds it up to his ear, and he twists the strings a couple of times, and he says, "One of these days I'm going to learn what all these strings mean." He said, "I never did." He said, "I never did learn all that." And he said, somebody had it. He was one of his gimmicks that I think was just hilarious. Is somebody would hand him an untuned guitar, and he could play a couple of notes with it, and then he could play anything. He would just strum a few things on the untuned guitar to see what it sounded like, and then he would just start playing. And he made that joke on Austin City Limits. And I'm watching him. I'm desperate trying to see how he moves his fingers. Young, impressionable, new guitarist. And I'm trying to watch how he moves his fingers across there, and come to find out, he never learned how to tune it. He just learned how to play it.
He attended Oklahoma State University.
Ew.
He played football, but he left and enlisted in the U.S. Navy.
Yeah.
And I knew this. His mom was the one that wrote Heartbreak Hotel, which Elvis Presley was a major hit for him.
Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. Out at the end of Lonely Street, Heartbreak Hotel, and I've been. I bet that goes well with the.
His preteen years in Comanche, Oklahoma.
I bet that goes well with the Christmas music that's playing that I can't hear.
Just
And I've been so lonely, baby. I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely, I could die. Okay.
It's Angelfish better than my first one.
You do.
I do. I don't know why I just do.
It's more dynamic. Plus, the first one was more practice. This one's I've had practice now.
When will the shirt be here?
Sometime in the next few days. It's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here sometime before Friday because I intend to wear it to work Friday.
A week from tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fully intend to wear it to work on Friday, next Friday. And then, if it's good quality, I'm going to get a bunch more of my artwork on shirts. I'm not going to carry inventory of my artwork on short shirts. I can't even say the word. I'm not going to carry inventory of my artwork on shirts. But I will make the links available to people to purchase. And I will have a drawing. When I hit 2,000 viewers, I will have a drawing amongst the people who are here that night for an opportunity to win a shirt. All right.
Quiet in the chat.
Can't talk. Arting. Let's try this so we can ink it. It's already 9 o'clock. Some of us have been up all day. So Rick says naps in the middle of the day count for being up all day, right? And I'll tell you, it's a funny thing, Rick, because I'm one of those people that firmly believes in a nap in the middle of the day. I am spoiled rotten. I firmly believe in it. And for the last couple of years, I have come home at lunch and taken a nap because for the last 3 years until October, was it September? It was September. Until September of 2025, I worked 5 minutes from the house. And before that, I was outside sales. I was executive sales. And when I was executive sales, I could come home and take a nap, or I could take a nap in my car, or I could go back to the hotel room if I was out of state. You know, I could do whatever I needed to do to make sure that I was functional when I needed to be functional. But when I was no longer outside sales and I was working for this other company that's only 5 minutes from my house here, I would come home at lunch and I would take a nap. And now at my new job, I would go out when I take the truck to work. It's not a truck; it's a Ford Escape. But when I take it to work, I go out at lunch and I take a nap in my truck. And when I don't have my truck, I go out and I lay on the ground. I'll put a blanket out on the ground, or lay a jacket out on the ground, and lay out there and just sleep in the grass in the shade. And I am a firm believer in that. And I don't know if you've ever seen the Hispanic crews, the roofers, the street crews at lunchtime going out and laying under the tree. They eat their sandwiches and then they go lay under the trees and they take their little mid-morning, mid-afternoon naps. And, you know, you see it all over the place. I work with an almost entirely Hispanic office, and they think I'm crazy for going out and doing that. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I actually bought an inflatable couch thing. It's not really a couch, but it is inflatable, where you just kind of hold it up and the wind fills it. You hold it up and the wind fills it up, and then you roll the ends up and snap it, and it becomes like a bed. I bought one, and now it's under my desk at work, so I can inflate it, and I don't have to lay on the ground. Because the problem, and I know none of you have experienced this before because none of you are quite my age. But the problem at my age is if you get down on the ground, you have to have a good plan to get back up. You can't just lay down on the ground willy-nilly. You've got to have a really good plan for getting back up.
Right, nobody's watching.
Yeah, because it's not graceful. Grace has gone out the window on that one. It is not graceful. But yeah, you have to have a plan for getting back up. There's no, just sitting down on the floor to put your shoes on.
You don't do that anymore.
I do not do that anymore.
Me neither.
I have a gripper, a thing that I can reach down and pick my shoes up and set it up on the seat next to me.
Rick says waking EMS goes around might not be good either. Right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I was snoring so loud they heard me. They heard me inside the shop, and they came out to check on me.
Oh my.
Roncor. Está roncor. Está roncando. Roncorando. Roncorando. I can't do it.
With us, it's really bad. You wake up and then you all of a sudden you're startled and you think, oh, I'm late for the show.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't know what time it is, day or night.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I have had that happen where you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh crap. I've missed the show. I have done that many times.
I never used to take a nap. Never. I'd sleep in the daytime. I couldn't sleep at night. Not true now.
I never really had those problems. That's never really been an issue. That's never really been an issue for me.
You go to sleep fast like your dad, don't you?
I do now.
Yeah.
At some point, I learned the trick. Probably when I was learning how to sleep in a foxhole. Of when I close my eyes, I envision the energy running out of my body like I'm turning the lights off in a factory. Like I'm just going through the factory and I'm turning all the lights off at the end of the shift. And I start with my toes and I work my way up my body. And I envision the energy going out like I've just turned the lights off. And I don't know where I learned this trick. But when I do it, when I can't sleep, when I do it, I should probably tell Claudia about it when she's got ceiling duty. It might help her. But when I do it, I just imagine walking through the halls of my body like I'm turning the lights off at the end of the shift. And I have no problems. By the time I get to my head, I'm out.
I just read about that. There's somewhere in your military training is where you learned it.
That's a possibility. It's a possibility that I got it in my military training, but I don't remember a drill sergeant or anybody saying this is how it's done.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's how they do that, how they train you to do it, but I did read that that's one of the techniques that they teach.
I think it's more likely for me that I read it in Reader's Digest.
Knowing you. But if your dad goes to sleep like that, just very quickly.
What is today? Today is the 23rd.
Yes, this is our 24th night show.
23rd of April. So there's my illustrated fish.
I like you. Or him.
I don't know. It's a queen's angelfish. So you can call him her, you can call him him, You can call him Ray. You can call him AJ. You can call him. She doesn't have to call him Mr. Johnson. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been one of my favorite nights. Thursday nights, arting with my besties, is my favorite night of the week. It's right up there with every morning when I do the morning sketches. I just love it so much. Tomorrow morning, we are going to be sketching an animal whose name is difficult to pronounce. If you've never tried to pronounce it, this animal's name is Maria. Maria. No, this is an axolotl. This is an axolotl, and they're in the salamander family, but they're a type of salamander that never leaves their larval stage. And so we're gonna sketch this and talk about it tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Texas time. So you may want to set your notification bell so you don't miss that. I was just wondering if you could tell in the camera that I'm not wearing pants. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. I do look forward to this every week. And I just as much as I look forward to it every morning when I get to art with my besties. It's my favorite time of any day. It's always the highlight of my day when I get to art with my besties. Rick, Pamela, Ivy, Adele. Is Adele still here? Who else was here? Alea, Shelly. Who else was here? Adele was here earlier. Is Adele still here? Did I hallucinate that? I may have hallucinated that. I'm bad about that. Maybe I just thought about it. No, is Diablo Girl's here? Diablo Girl is here. Or was here. But I sure thought Adele came also.
She was. It seems like she was, but then maybe that was.
No, I'm scrolling through the chat. I don't see her. If anybody sees Adele, tell her I was thinking about her. So but Diablo Girl, Rick, Pamela, Ivy, thank you all so much for joining me. Mom, Dad, thank you for your help. I really do appreciate it. Be sure and tune in next week. Same Artistic Biker time, same Artistic Biker channel. And then we dance.
Oh, Abby just come in.
Who? Abby?
Yeah.
Abby Chung. Oh, hey, there you are, Abby. We were just finishing up. I'm glad to see you. But then we dance. We dance until somebody says they see me dancing. I show to have excellent feed, but my camera is so far back, I don't know that I'm going to be able to wait it out. But we dance until somebody says they see me dancing. It gives you a chance to say hello and goodbye to each other. Ask any questions. You didn't bother me, Rick. Absolutely not. I love interacting with you. Absolutely not. You didn't bother me. And nobody sees any dancing. But the important thing is it gives you a chance to click the clicky thingies this way if you're on the horizontal or this way if you're on the vertical.